everything is something somebody just made up.
It's true.
You make it. Everything started
Put in a deck, though, it's real.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. You're allowed to make things up, but then the story you tell is your ability to get other people to help you make the thing real. And sometimes that is with clients, and sometimes that's with internal teams. Often it's a combination of those things. We were 19 really when we started, 21 when we sort of formalized the business. Gregarious EP was the most fun. None of the companies started with people that were creatives or developers or client people really, right? It was just, this is new, this is interesting, let's figure things out. And I think that role-lessness, like the lack of an actual role, but just what is interesting to do and what does that mean if we try and do it. I'm in year 25 of that cycle. So lead by example is the first version of what you have to do or do in these types of companies, but it's also the easiest because it just means you're there. And then hopefully because you're there, it is better than if you're not there, right? So are you keeping people motivated? Are you keeping people, I think, aligned with what you need to do as a company, but also so it makes sense for their personal ambition. But then as the company scales, you can't always be there when it happens. And then it really becomes about some type of cultural imprint that hopefully the team that was around you in that first moment has the imprint to help the next team understand the culture of the company. So that second piece is all about sort of, does the culture scale and resonate? And then the third piece is, can you quantify it? Because you hire a bunch of people and they don't necessarily, they might be 10 steps removed from somebody that was part of that initial sort of culture. That is, then it becomes more about the proclamations and the vision statements and that type of stuff. I think that in my estimation, I think in today's culture, those things just feel a little less real. I think people by default are a little mistrustful. Like I would always explain that to people as the company was growing. You'd sometimes run into somebody who thought something sucked and you're like, nobody's actively trying to make it suck. I think people lose the understanding of it's just a bunch of people in a chain. And if something sucks, it's because somewhere in that chain, a mistake was made or something was misunderstood. When we started putting a lot of teams together, we talked a lot about APIs, but also API stands for assume positive intent. One of the most important skills if you're working in distributed organizations, work from home situations, like if you don't do that, it's very easy for people to sort of get misaligned.